collectibles and wrestlingfigures.com fans, we're back for another one. You know what it is, Ringside Fest 2024. I'm here with Bill Miekina, with Steve Ozer. The Mattel WWE team is here. We have another really special guest. Is that Liv Morgan that I see on my screen? Liv, what's up?
Good morning. Do you see how I strategically placed my hand now so you can see my crown jewel ring?
That was going to be the first thing that I asked you about. You must be like on cloud nine over that, right?
Yeah, I'm really happy and honored and so proud to be the very first and only women's crown jewel champion. Isn't it so pretty? You can't really see that though.
Yeah, I want to know how.
Bill, next figure. We got to get the ring in.
Yeah, take reference photos of it. You got to get in the studio and get it shot.
Yeah, I know. I haven't done that. I'll do that today. Actually.
How heavy is it, and where do you keep it when you're asleep for safety? That's my two questions.
It's pretty heavy, and I have a case for it. So she goes in her own little velvet case with lights and a little ring holder, so she sleeps safe and comfy at night.
That's cool. Very flashy. Very exciting. So how special is it for you being basically you're the inaugural Crown Jewel Women's Champion, right? How special is that?
Yeah, it's amazing. Since I've started in WWE, all I really wanted is to give myself the opportunity to see what I can accomplish, to see how great I could become. I've really wanted to find my way to kind of carve my own legacy, carve my own path. And if I hadn't already up to this point, then this just solidified me.
That does it. It's definitely been a pretty exciting trajectory for you after returning from your injury, I would say.
The Liv Morgan revenge story has been cool, huh?
I think so. I know the Mattel guys think so too. Speaking of that, guys, do you want to intro? We have something special to show Liv today. Two things, I believe. So let's see what we have in store.
So the first one is,
oh my God, the first one.
The first one is someone that you're very friendly with at the moment.
Sure. So this is an upcoming Dominic Mysterio figure.
Love.
Brand new head sculpt to get the longer hair and the new mustache that he's been sporting. New legs and then the new long vest with the elaborate
cool. He's gonna be so happy. It's almost as gorgeous as him. You guys did great.
Thank you.
Yeah, one of the hottest storylines right now. You guys are unbelievable. What a great pairing.
Thank you.
So we can't just do Dirty Dom. We of course need a new Liv Morgan figure to go along with this Dirty Dom. So let's check it out.
And this will be in the same wave as the Dirty Dom.
Stop. Oh, guys, she is cute. Oh my God, the Dirty Dom. Is that Liv chokers? Are those choke? Wow.
Yeah, got the chokers, got the Dirty Dom shirt.
This is my favorite figure. I love her. Wait, can we zoom in a little bit? She's so cute. The nails. Oh my gosh, I want to see the necklaces. Can we go to the necklaces? The kick pads are so good. The nails are so good. The arm strap. Oh my gosh, so cute and funny. I love her. Thank you guys. Oh wow, what a cute couple those two crazy kids make, huh?
It's been a lot of fun
amazing.
to watch.
Yeah, it's very toyetic also, for sure.
It's so cool. So cool. Thank you.
Great look and great chance to pour over the details a little bit, right?
Yeah, the details are incredible. The armbands, the Dirty Dom shirt, the shorts, the kick pad covers are incredible. The glove, the chokers, like it's really good. It's really great. I can't wait to have her.
And as a special treat, I actually have an advanced look at not only the Liv Morgan figure, but also Dirty Dom himself. So these two will come in a wave together.
Oh my gosh.
These are first early models. They're not final, obviously. But just shows you that we're hard at work on the figures.
So cool.
You must have a small display of your own figures, right? Are you also displaying Dom figures along with them at this point?
This will be my first Dominic figure. I probably should have one
First
already,
Dominic.
shouldn't I? But this would be my
Okay.
first Dominic figure. But yeah, I have all mine. I have all mine for sure. I only collect myself, but I'm gonna collect Dominic starting with this one, and I'll work backwards.
That'll be great. You guys can have even a little ceremony placing them next to each other.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
cool.
thinking about, like we were talking about, your injury, like your trajectory, things have absolutely exploded for you since getting involved with, or I would say like in the middle of the Judgment Day. What was it that drew you to Dominic in the first place?
Well, really, to be honest, I only wanted to lure in Dominic to hurt Rhea. This was just I'm going to take everything from Rhea, and that very much included Dominic. But then after spending so much time with him and after hanging around with him, I guess I started catching feelings, and it all just became very real to me. So what started out as like a ha 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 on Rhea turned out to be like a ha 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 on me.
Pretty crushes just kind of grow from those situations. There's nothing you can do about it. It's
Yeah,
kind of wild.
when you know, when you feel it, you feel it. And I felt it and I couldn't escape it. So I just dove in.
True that. Understandable. Speaking of things you can't escape, last time we spoke, you told me you were a sneakerhead. You also told me that you're a chicken farmer / collector. How much of your chicken and sneaker collections expanded over the past few years since then?
Yeah, I actually, the chickens decreased. I downsized in my chickens.
Really?
Yeah, well, not purposely. There's been some unfortunate,
Oh.
farm attacks, which happens on the farm and the cycle of life. So actually I downsized on the chickies. So I have about like 6 chickens right now. But I gained some cats, gained some cows,
Oh, okay.
gained some other things. And for sneakers, I took a break for quite a bit, but the last year and a half or so, I've been back on and I've gotten tons of new sneakers. I've been playing a little bit, I kind of stopped buying Jordans for a while. I started buying like a lot of like Adidas, a lot of the Travis Scotts.
That's where it's at.
Yeah, I've been buying some Pumas. Like I just kind of just been like playing a little bit and just buying things that I typically, wouldn't look at. And so it's been fun.
I hear you. I have some Ghostbusters Pumas, and I can never miss any Adidas Simpsons shoes. I need those every time. So those are the best. Very cool though. So you said last time you told us you didn't really have like a wrestling figure collection. It sounds like you must be expanding it a little bit, right? There's been more Liv Morgan figures.
Yeah, because we've had so many cool Liv Morgan figures.
Yeah. From the Riot Squad till now, it's definitely been a little bit of an evolution. So that's pretty exciting.
I know, and so it's so cool and awesome to see them like cemented in the legacy of these awesome action figures, and I could just look back and see all the different phases of my crazy career and remember like who I was and how far I've come. And so I definitely enjoy it and appreciate it so much. It's like a little travel back in time,
Yeah, it's very cool. If you had to choose someone to be in a Mattel WWE figure 2-pack with, do you think, maybe the first answer would be Dom, but would it be Dom or Raquel Rodriguez?
Ooh, wait, you're asking me to choose between Daddy Dom or Raquel?
I am.
You cannot do that to me. You can't do that
on the spot. I'm sorry.
I plead the fifth, but
really, okay.
You did just show me a Daddy Dom figure and a Liv Morgan figure, and I think those two can go into a pack together. I think
guys, what do you think? Is there still time? Can we talk to the factory?
I think we can throw them in a box together.
Maybe not that set, but it doesn't mean shortly thereafter there can't be a 2-pack or maybe even a 3-pack.
Yeah, 2-pack, a 3-pack. But Liv, Raquel, and Dominic Mysterio, I think they all belong together.
They can certainly be mailed in a pack together. So we'll see what they get up to.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. So there's that at least. Thinking about that though, so you really feel you can trust Raquel Rodriguez around Dom? right?
Yes. What are you
You
trying
sure?
to what are you trying to insinuate here?
Hey, I'm not trying to insinuate anything. I'm just curious. You know, I've been in protective relationships, and I know how it goes. That things
No,
can
no. See,
get heated at
whatever
times. You
you're
never know.
thinking in your sick little head there, that is not the case with us. Raquel is my sister, my best friend, my protector, my tag team partner, and Dominic is the love of my life. And they have a very wholesome brother-sister relationship that I actually love to watch them because they're so cute together in a very wholesome brother-sister way. Not in any
Right.
weird love triangle way. Dominic is mine and Raquel is mine. Different versions of mine, but both mine nonetheless.
Fair enough. I'm good with sticking to brother and sister right now, so no complaints out of me
Right
there.
now, it's not right
Well,
now.
okay.
It's just
Well,
how
all right,
it
yeah.
is. Like right
Forever.
now until forever is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, siblings. Hopefully
Until
no sibling
forever.
rivalry between the two of them. I mean, they're both vying for your attention as well.
No, there's enough of me to share between the two of them. There are no complaints.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Thinking about, Becky Lynch kind of not being around, Rhea.
Oh, because I retired her,
unfortunately.
and because I took her out.
Would you be worried that you would have a pretty big target on your back if or when either of them return? Maybe
I
that
always have a target on
retirements
my
don't always
back.
last forever.
I always have a target on my back. Even right now, are you kidding me? Between Io Sky, between Bianca and Jade, between Zelina Vega talking about me, Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax. Are you kidding me? I always have a target on my back, and that's what makes my family, the Judgment Day, so important and such a safe space for me because I know that my back is covered.
I hear you. It's tough being at the top of the mountain, and they're all climbing up there to try to get at you. It makes total sense.
They're like savages. You wouldn't even believe it. So you never think these girls have ever seen a championship before. It's insane.
I would believe it. I see the claws. I see the intense hits in the ring. It's totally true. So definitely expect it. And I'm pulling for you to not just have Judgment Day protect you, but you prove things every time you win. I think nobody can deny that.
I do, right?
Sure.
I do.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
think
for
so.
saying that. Thank you for saying that.
Sure thing. I hope that made up for the brother sister crack.
For sure, it did. It did. You didn't know. How can I be mad at you when you didn't know? So it was just a teaching moment, and you're a quick learner. So I appreciate you.
I'm all for learning. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Your career now it's reaching new heights. It's wild to see after Crown Jewel. Who knows what's next? WrestleMania's in your sights. Las Vegas. If you were to one day be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, what else do you think at this point would you want on your list of accomplishments?
Okay, so
we're talking WWE Hall of Fame, like as the top tier. That's as high as.
So aside from being the first and only, the inaugural, first ever history-making women's crown jewel champion, I would like them to mention that I was the greatest women's world champion of all time, the longest reigning women's world champion of all time. I think by then also Raquel and I would have a couple tag team championships, a couple more tag team championships under our belt. So I would also like the most iconic tag team partners in WWE history. And also Dominic and I, we are the best, hottest, most influential, most dominant couple in WWE history. And so I would love, 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 love if they could include that. WrestleMania main eventer, a couple times over. I think at least like 4 or 5 times, right? I would like that I am a cat savior. I've saved a couple of cats on the road in my day. I'd like them to throw that into my speech. And I would like them to include that I did this all on my own. I do not have family in WWE. I was not a recruited Division I athlete. I was a normal, regular, broke little girl from New Jersey that came to WWE and worked hard and made it to the top of the mountain and became the greatest WWE female superstar of all time.
that sounds like super hefty to me, but definitely awesome. What a trajectory!
Well,
Like
all the speeches are
you're
so
anything but
long.
normal, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
they are.
all the
That's true.
speeches are so long, so I think that we'll be able to fit all that in. So I think we'll be okay.
They'll probably let you, right? You have to at that point.
I mean,
like,
I'm
if
gonna
you're
be the
that
most
level of
iconic
greatness, they're gonna
superstar
have
in
to do.
WWE. They're gonna let me do whatever I want. They're gonna be like, Liv,
That's
please.
true.
If you want the whole show, actually, just take the whole show. Just we'll give the whole show to you, actually, and you have your own night for your whole entire speech. That's how I feel like it'll turn out when that time comes. Because I'm just gonna be so iconic and influential, and I'm just gonna have the biggest impact in the WWE ever.
Listen to that. You gotta love the confidence. Nobody can deny that, right? Liv, thank you so. Well, you know what? Actually, I have to say, before we go, any last minute requests for the Mattel WWE team on looks or we know you said the crown jewel ring before. We want to make sure we get any feedback out there before
No, you guys are
before
killing
you guys are
it.
disconnected.
You guys are killing it. I'm so happy with the new figure. I definitely think though we get the crown jewel ring in maybe one time. Maybe we get a Liv Dom pack, a Liv Dom Raquel pack. Um, maybe we do a skirt gear for one of the next ones coming up. But other than that, no, I think you guys are so amazing, and I'm so impressed every single time that I see a new figure, and I don't need to tell you guys how to do your job. You guys are so on it. But a skirt would be cute. A skirt would be
You give
cute.
us a lot of great looks to reproduce in action
Thank
figures.
you.
Thank you.
You rescued a cat in Saudi, amongst other cat rescues, and that cat appeared on TV.
Yeah,
How would you
my
feel
famous boy.
how would you feel about a little cat accessory, perhaps?
Love. If we do a special crown jewel Liv figure with the crown jewel gear, the crown jewel ring, the crown jewel championship, and Saudi, the little kitty on. Oh, that's so iconic. That's so iconic. I would cry for that. Saudi's famous, guys. He is like a draw. People will buy this figure just for Saudi, if not for me.
It sounds kind of like a defining moments, Tom, perhaps?
Hey, I could see it. I could definitely see
For
it.
defining, the most defining moment of defining moments.
What do you most defining moment of defining moments? There it is, including Saudi the cat, and I love that idea. And see, this is what happens at Ringside Fest. Great minds come together, and these
This
brilliant
collaboration
ideas
we
come
just
out of
did.
nowhere. How about that? Simple. You'd think we were on a Zoom meeting or something.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
All right, Liv, thank you so much for joining us, talking to us at Ringside Fest. Really exciting time of year, like going over wrestling figures, and it's even more special when the person that's being created gets to see it and talk about it. So
Dominant about his
thanks.
figure.
Yeah, you probably can make him jealous with it if you can. I would say
I'm gonna make him jealous. I'm just gonna tell him he has a really cool figure on the way.
even better. Thanks so much for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you at another Ringside Fest as things get more and more exciting and things take off for you even further.
You guys let me know. I will be available.
That would rule. We'll be ready for
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's up, Ringside Collectibles and WrestlingFigures.com fans? Our yearly tradition has made its way here. It's Ringside Fest 2024, and we're lucky enough today to be talking to current WWE Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker. Braun, welcome. How you doing?
Oh, I'm great. How you doing?
We're doing good over here. I want to introduce you to a couple people who I'm sure you also know from the Mattel WWE team. We have Steve Ozer and Bill Miekina. Guys, how are you?
Good morning. Hello.
Great to see you guys here. The good news is it is Ringside Fest, right? And as is tradition, usually that means seeing all new Mattel WWE action figures. And since we have Braun Breaker here, guys, is there anything we can show off for Braun Breaker?
Bill, what do you got? What have you been working on?
I've been working on a brand new Braun Breaker action figure. There was a new one that just releasing now, based off of your final few months in NXT with the wolf head cover, which I was a big fan of. I was actually there. Me and Steve were at that show in Bakersfield.
Nice,
and,
nice.
That's going to make it to a figure. But then subsequently, you've been on Raw and making waves there. So we are going to release a figure based off your reign as Intercontinental Champion. So here is a first look at the new Braun Breaker.
Oh, dude, that's sick. That's sick. So there's actually there's some backstory on that particular singlet too. Yeah, I'm glad you guys. That's sick, dude. That was pretty sure. I got to go back in my notes for when I'm picking out singlets and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's Scotty's, my uncle Scott's. That's a Steiner singlet design from when they won their first ever tag team championships, and I'm pretty sure that I wore that one at SummerSlam when I won my first ever Intercontinental Championship. So I think it was pretty sweet.
Yes, and the figure will also come with the Intercontinental title you won at the event. So,
dang, dude, that's sick. That's awesome.
Very cool, Bron. That's got to be awesome to see that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like I remember coming to the Mattel factory. It's maybe 2 years ago at Mania. They brought a few of us over there, and we toured the place, and man, it's just really cool to see. I'm glad I got to experience that, because what you guys, the hard work that you guys do in there is incredible, and it's really cool to see it firsthand. And man, I can't wait to come back one day whenever we're working in LA or wherever. It's just exciting.
Well, Bill and I will welcome you back, and we'll show you everything new when you come. And for us personally, Bill and I being lifelong fans and growing up watching your dad and your uncle, seeing you pay homage to them with your gear, it's really rewarding to be able to make figures of you now as well as your family. Very, very cool as fans to make this happen.
Yeah, I'm very thankful and fortunate to be able to, for them to allow me to, kind of pass down some of their designs from back in the day. I think it's just, man, it's cool.
Ron, as we're talking about this, obviously you're a generational wrestling superstar. Wrestling's always clearly been in your family. Did you collect wrestling figures growing up? And if so, did you have any favorites?
I had a bunch. I did. I think I was more into the cards when I was a kid. Like trading cards, because I used to like trade Pokemon and stuff with my brothers when we were growing up too. So I liked the cards, but I definitely had a ton of figures. I mean, I had a giant box of them, because when I was growing up, Scotty was still rocking and rolling a bit after my dad had kind of just retired. So he was still getting the figures and stuff all the time, and doing his thing. So we had a bunch of them.
Can't go wrong with some big Papa Pump action figures, right?
Yeah. I mean, we had a bunch, man. We had all pretty much. It's pretty safe bet I had the entire roster, from like that 03, 04, 05 era. I had I had everybody on it.
Very cool.
I had some older ones too from the 90s and stuff, like Sting, Lex, and the list goes on. It Kevin, the NWO. I mean, I had them all.
So with that in mind, as you know, we're actually coming out with a Ringside Collectibles exclusive that releases pretty soon, of both Rick and Scott as Mattel WWE Ultimate Edition figures, and those are going to be exclusive to Ringside Collectibles. Have you seen those yet? Or
I don't think so. That's sick. Look at that cover.
So that's the packaging. Great job by the Mattel WWE team, of course.
Here. That's sick. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think I've never seen that's got to be the first one with the jackets, right?
Yes.
Those are sick, dude.
All
Scotty's
new, all
singlet.
improved.
Scotty's singlet is sick too. It's crazy too. I don't know if I mean, this was probably the coolest moment thus far for me with the action figures was My dad has a figure from, I think it's WWE, but it might have been WWF at the time when they made it. But it was the number singlet, the Steiner Math singlet, the pink one. And then one of the very first ones that you guys made for me was the same, the one with me on it, which I thought was like, man, full circle, super cool, you know?
That was intentional, right, Bill?
Yeah, that was 100% intentional. The minute you came out in that, it's like, oh, of course. I think that was for your first figure. It's like everyone's gonna want that singlet for the Braun Breaker debut figure. So
that was sick. That was sick, man.
We obliged.
Steiner Math is pretty iconic in so many ways at this point, right? So it's really great to see it come out in action figure form, even better. So as you saw before, your latest figure will come with the Intercontinental Championship as an accessory. How special has it been for you after joining the main roster to win gold so quickly? And kind of, do you feel like you're carrying it proudly? What's it like being Intercontinental Champion?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I'm really enjoying it, man. I've got to, I mean, here recently it's been, we've wrestled all over I feel like all over the place, man. I did a tour in the UK. I and I just did, this week. So I mean, it's been really fun, man. I've enjoyed it. It comes with great responsibility though. And, I think this is going to be, a great opportunity, for me to go on a nice run and have some, character development here and work with some great superstars. Obviously working with Jay was great. And, I'm just very, I'm excited to got.
I hear you on that, man. It's really exciting to see the way that you're kind of carving your own path to victory in a lot of ways, and it's a lot of fun as a WWE fan to watch, especially someone that's a fan of older wrestling, and you being a generational star. That it doesn't get cooler than that to see that kind of torch being passed in that way. With that in mind, are there, obviously growing up around the business, are there any memories from your time as a kid and either, like you must have been around the business in such a way that in either WCW, WWE, whatever it is, are there any just kind of crazy memories as like a kid with those wide eyes that stick out to you, something in particular?
I mean, I remember when my dad and Scotty, after they, my dad was kind of done with full time, and he was came back for like a short run with I want to say it was TNA back in like 07 or 06, something like that. I remember them having a tables match with the Dudley Boys. I remember seeing that. That was like my first, like in real time, like seeing it and remembering it, and kind of being old enough to know what was kind of going on. Before that though, like WCW stuff, I was just too young.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I just never, I think my oldest brother, maybe was a part of some of that, like went on the road with them, but I was just too young.
Understandable. Even growing up kind of in that household, the branding and the idea of it still must have had an effect on you, obviously. Now that you're in the business, current sitting Intercontinental Champion, it's not lost that perhaps like it all influenced you pretty heavily.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I definitely have seen like all the, I've gone back and done my homework on their, their careers, both of them. I mean, I really wish I could have gotten to see some of that stuff, live, obviously, like a lot of people have. And a lot of the coaches and the producers and the guys, that are, with WWE or I've gotten a chance to work with either in NXT or on the main roster have either worked with my dad and Scotty or, produced or done something. And they just tell me all the stories and all the fun that they had. It's just, it's pretty cool,
Yeah, that rules. Really exciting. So you have three great Mattel WWE elite figures at this point. One with your dedication to the Snyder Brothers, like we talked about, another with your Wolf entrance gear. Do you think about future action figures when you're creating your gear and kind of building it out? Is this something that crosses your mind? Like, this is how I want my action figure to look?
I do. I feel like I definitely try to like give you guys over there like the best possible, some cool stuff, because I'll wear my regular red or my black dog singlet, just kind of for television. And then, I like to have a little bit of fun with the, sort of the crazy singlets for pay-per-views and PLEs and stuff like that, or special events, because I think that's just, it's not only fun for me, being a fan of my folks, but I think it's, a cool thing for the audience as well to kind of see some of those singlets and stuff like come back to life. I think is cool. So
definitely, totally cool. So keep with that in mind. If Mattel were to make like a 3-pack with you, Rick, and Scott, is there a specific gear you would be like, I have to have this within that 3-pack with them?
Man,
it's tough. I know there's a lot of choices.
I'm trying to think of my like personal favorite up until this point. Like, I mean, obviously my dad's got to have the numbers, and I think that he gets the pink numbers one. I think Scotty had some cool ones in like 91, 92. Like, he had some good ones. Man,
Do you ever think about matching Scott's hairstyle from that time?
No, I don't have great hair like that, man.
That would be something.
He had a full mullet, dude. I can't grow it.
Understandable. I'm there with you.
Tough. I know that one works, with my wonderful seamstress. She's been, she's done a great work for me thus far. We're working on another one right now. Man, you know what? I liked the checkered flag one that I wore. It was, so half of it was black, and then the other half is like green, yellow, pink, and I want to say orange checkered flag, like just on one side. That one was that was like kind of my first, like, we're gonna wear this, or maybe, I have to find the NXT 2.0 colors, the singlet, that one when we rebranded, and that one actually might be the one for sure, because just to the significance of it.
Steve, Bill, you guys hear that?
We're
Taking
listening.
mental notes.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah,
That's because that's probably the one, because I don't have one of that, and like, that was during the time when like we rebranded and the colors were the same ones as my singlet, and I was kind of, running with it. I think that's got to be, if there was a 3-pack, that's probably the one.
That's the one. Makes sense to me. So good thing you got the big boys here for taking notes. So that's going to be great news. So keeping in mind, like, just the momentum you're building on, this is the end of 2024 into 2025. It's the move to Netflix, right, for Raw's War. Like, it's going to be a wild, the move to USA Network for SmackDown. It's going to be a wild year for WWE. NXT on the CW. Goldberg has announced it's his last, he's hoping his last match will take place in WWE next year. John Cena is announced that he's retiring next year. Do either of those names kind of jazz you up for a shot at either offering them a shot at the Intercontinental Championship, or being the one that retires Goldberg or retires John Cena? Is that on your radar at all?
If either one of them want to challenge me for my championship, I'm not going to back down from anybody. I would feel bad for both of them. I really would, because I'm just getting started here. We really haven't seen we haven't even seen half of what I'm capable of. I'm 3.5 years into the business. Like, I'm just getting going. I'm just now getting on the road and doing live events and getting, just sharpening up, and you know what I mean? I'm just getting started. So I'm locked in as I've ever been right now. I would just feel terrible for both of them if they ever tried to cross me, because I would kick both of their asses, to be honest with you. So
Is there either out of the two that you would rather Goldberg or rather Cena?
no, I mean,
no, just doesn't matter, right?
the result's going to be the same. Either one of them. I mean, I know everybody's, Cena announced his farewell tour, and everyone's, tried to say that they want to face him this year, and that's their goal and stuff. But, I would just feel really bad for him if he chose to, choose. If I was him, I would choose anyone else so that he could make it through the end of the year and not be beaten up, and you know what I mean? Because if he faces me, he's not going to make it through.
Hey, perhaps you're right. And the Intercontinental Championship, that's the only one that he's never carried, right? So he might have that in mind. Hopefully for him, he's approaching that with caution, I would say, based on how confident you sound to me right now. So
I don't foresee anybody beating me for the Intercontinental Championship for a long time. So if that's something, a goal of his that he wants to accomplish before he's done, I'm really sorry, but he's probably going to retire without doing that. So,
hey, you heard it here. I proceed with caution, John Cena. All right, Braun, one last question for you to close it out. You've traded some wins and losses with Jey Uso. Which of you would win in an action figure battle, do you think? Jey Uso with his Yeet style, or Braun Breaker with the classic, Steiner style colors and shapes of the gear?
Well, Jay's killing it right now with the merchandise and stuff. It's flying off the shelves. Right now, I think,
I think I'll make it easier for you. You can choose a partner, any type of partner you could imagine, like a Ninja Turtle, a Star Wars figure. Who would support you in terms of having this face off? So let's say Jey Uso chose Ninja Turtles last time we spoke to him. So Jay's got Raphael in his corner. Who's in your corner? Is it another Ninja Turtle? Is it Darth Vader? Like, what are we looking at?
Oh, maybe Michelangelo.
Okay.
Right?
That's a family affair if I ever heard one.
Right? I don't know, man, because I guess it just depends on what you're going for. Because, the Steiner stuff has got a lot of, it's got some history behind it, and you may have two figures with the same singlet from generations to come. So they might be more special to some, or might be more rare, per se.
Sure.
But Jay's a beast, man. So, I saw something the other day where he's like our top merchandise seller in the entire company. He's, just listen to when his music hits when he comes out, and it speaks for itself,
We're going to hear that at WrestleMania Las Vegas. Braun Breaker and Michelangelo versus Jey Uso and Raphael. Book it.
Let's do it.
All right, Braun. Happy Ringside Fest. Thanks so much for talking to us. It's great to shoot the breeze with you about action figures, about some family history, and at Ringside Collectibles, we wish you all the best as Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for having me on, man. And that figure's sick. I can't wait till it comes out. That's so sick. I'm gonna keep coming up with cool designs for you guys, so we can just keep just keep it going.
You wear the cool gear, we'll crank out the figures.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Ringside Collectibles and WrestlingFigures.com? We're diving in to the meat, the potatoes, the Thanksgiving turkey of Ringside Fest 2024. We have so much exciting, insane things to talk about, to show you. But first, let me introduce the folks of the hour, the Mattel WWE team. We've got Bill Miekina. Bill, what's up?
How are you?
Good, thank you. And yourself?
I'm doing just great.
Excellent. We love to hear that. We've got Steve Ozer. Steve.
Ready to rock
How
and
are you?
roll, Ringside Fest. Woo!
That's my guy right there, bringing the enthusiasm. And making his Ringside Fest debut on the Mattel WWE team, none other than Magic. Almost Magic. What's up, man? Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. Excited to be here. Excited to finally
So
be
happy
in.
to have you.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Glad you're here. We've got a nice, well-rounded team. Usually it's just Bill, Steve, and I kind of spinning in circles. Now we got a nice four corners right here. So we love that. And we're going to look at some. What's
now
that,
this
Steve?
will actually be good because Magic's here.
Yeah, we've gone from a tricycle to a full car.
Magic definitely brings that level of energy to change things for us. So we're gonna dive into that this year. We're gonna take a look at some main event figures, perhaps some elite figures. I'm sure. Wait, instead of just laying it all out, why don't we jump into it right away? So what is the very first thing we should show off to blow everyone's minds? What do you think?
Well, as you mentioned, we're gonna see it all today. Main event, elites, ultimates, retros, the whole 9 yards. So let's start with our main event figures with main event 154. So I think we have the first ever reveal of the images of 154. So let's check them out. First up, we've got a brand new AJ Styles. AJ, of course, returned from injury earlier this year, and he was super jacked. So AJ, this new AJ figure reflects that with a new torso, new build. So cool, modern look for AJ here.
Love it. That is absolutely phenomenal, I have to say.
All right, next up, another talent who returned from injury late last year, Randy Orton, who also was very, very big after his injury and hiatus. So a brand new Randy Orton main event figure here with a new torso, super jacked Randy Orton, reflecting his current look in WWE.
Looking good. The thighs too, of course. Can't ignore the Randy Orton thighs.
Oh yeah, signature Orton thighs. All right, up next we have CM Punk. Now this is a redo of an earlier CM Punk figure from earlier in the line. So we've been revisiting a lot of CM Punk figures and giving them the new main event articulation treatment. And just of note here, we've actually improved the deco on this figure to the images of what you're seeing here. So what I have here is final product. So even better deco execution on the face. So even striving to, of course, make things better and better up until the very last minute on our figures. But yeah, CM Punk looking good. New main event articulation for him. Oh, and one of my personal favorites, favorite legends of all time, Jake the Snake Roberts. I think this is only his second main event figure ever, but of course with that new articulation, looking really nice, a nice metallic on his tights. One of my favorite Jake the Snake Roberts gears. All right, first time in the line, Kiana James. She's got two figures coming at you, a standard version and a chase version, standard in blue, chase in green. So really excited to get Kiana James in the line.
There's that variety we're always looking at, some of the best, and you can't forget the legends, and also the female talent is out there and represented.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, so that's the latest and greatest images of main event, but we wanted to show you as far into the future as we possibly could. So we have some early samples of main event series 155 here. So first up, we've got a brand new main event LA Knight figure. Really
Magic, can I get a yeah?
Oh, I can't do it.
Too early on the West Coast for yeah.
Yeah, you're forgetting how early it is out here.
You can say no.
I was more concerned to my neighbor, to be honest. I was like, they're right here. I don't want to start yelling.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
A really cool gear.
Looking great.
Yeah, cool gear here for LA Knight. That black, yellow, purple, super cool. We also have a brand new Andrade. And I believe this gear is from the Royal Rumble this year. I could be wrong. Don't hold that against me if I am, but Pretty sick looking Andrade figure. We also have Jimmy Uso, no Yeet. From the time when there was no Yeet, we're back to Yeet. Yes, Yeet. We've got another legendary revisit. Bill did an awesome Sid Justice figure back in the day. So now John has done a 2.0 with the new main event articulation. So Sid Justice returning to the main event series. Very cool. That baby blue.
Bill, how does it feel to see that one get an upgrade?
I'm like a proud father. Like
And
sending the boy off to college.
And then lastly, from this main event series, we've got first time in the line, Lyra Valkyria, and she's got two figures, a standard and a chase.
Okay.
Forgive me, I don't remember which is which, but you know, we'll sort that out later. So standard.
That's the fun of it.
Yeah, the sick red boots here, very signature anime character. I won't say the name, but super cool. So can't wait for her to join the main event line and for you guys to get your hands on all these new main event figures. So that's it for main event. All right. Hey, Bill, talk us through these elite top picks images.
Absolutely. This is a brand new Logan Paul figure. It's got a brand new sculpted entrance jacket based off of one he wore recently in a very striking yellow and black outfit.
Great.
Signature.
Oh, look at that. Spot on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of YouTube and Peacock research going into that one, I can see.
A lot of hours online. This is CM Punk from his return Madison Square Garden with the very distinctively cut shirt. Very large sleeve openings. There he's checking what time it is, which it is clobbering time. And Stone Cold Steve Austin from the Raw Anniversary show with the trademark shirt he wore at the time. And he also includes the baseball cap, the camel baseball cap, and a cooler with a beverage.
First time cooler accessory, huh?
I think it's actually the second time it's been used, but I think it's the first time it's been used with Austin.
Very cool.
Super cool.
Yeah, it's a good looking figure right there.
A refreshed Steve Austin.
Well, that sounds delicious, but not as delicious as the mainline elite figure assortments, right? We're talking elite collection. What are we up to now? Jeez, I can't even count anymore. You guys know?
Yeah,
Of course you do.
We're gonna show. Well, I have a cheat sheet. So we're gonna show you first brand new figures from Elite 116. And Bill, I think you have these in hand already. So we're gonna show you the latest and greatest samples. So you know, pull those up. Let's see them.
Yeah, first one seen here. Obviously, my posing could probably be improved, but we have Randy Orton, which was an elite version of the new bulkier torso that was shown on the earlier main event figure. So he will have, this is the outfit on, I believe this is the chase version. And the standard version is based off his return at Survivor Series. And he will also come with the awesome Daddy's Back shirt. So that's what's seen here.
Show those trunk.
Yeah, this is the sort of, it's hard to see here, but this does have like gloss black on the matte black molded color on the trunks. Might be a little hard to see here, but it isn't. There is printing when you see it up close. It is pretty distinct. So, and then in a similar vein, AJ Styles from this, also in this wave from his elite return. He's got the longer hair. When he came back, his hair was longer, so we changed the sculpt of the hair to be longer. And then the elite version also comes with the sort of hooded trench coat that he wore upon his return.
Killer.
Also in that wave is Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens will come with the soft good blue KO shirt. And if you remove that with the Just Keep Fighting on the back, and if you remove the shirt, which might take me just a second, he has the logo from KO Mania this year.
Okay.
That shirt has like a fantastic effect on like a DIJ printing. So it's almost like a real photo printed on the plastic. It's
Yeah,
really
it's a DIJ printing, so you get a lot of the photographic detail at a very small size. It's very impressive in real life. Debuting in this wave is first ever Mattel Jade Cargill. So here's a first look. Let me pose her hands. She has very distinctive hands that look awesome.
Excellent.
And we are actually still working on this figure to get an even more glossier look to the outfit. So this is still sort of a work in progress, but this is about 90% of where we're going to be. And then she also comes with the jacket she wore at her debut at the Royal Rumble. And the jacket, whoa, hand fell out of it. The jacket is pretty close to final. It does a really good job of capturing the silver jacket with all the mirrored glass effect on the back. So this is a really nice. It came out really nice. I'm very happy with that. And then the plan of this wave was to include, I think our first ever father and son action figures in the same line. So this is going to include the Hollywood Blondes version of Brian Pillman, sort of to work with the earlier Hollywood Blondes Stunning Steve Austin that came out a couple of years ago. Now we finally get the tag team partner back in the line, Brian Pillman. He will also come with the WCW tag title, which I'm holding upside down, I just realized. There we go. And the director clackerboard. So they will match with the previous Stunning Steve Austin figure. And then in this wave as well is his son, who is now in NXT's Lexus King, with this awesome soft goods jacket to recreate the one he wears on the show every week. Our soft good engineers at Mattel, obviously best in the business. They come through once again. And this is also a very nice feature. He has a removable headband at the top. So he come to the ring with the headband, and then he can remove it to get in, start the match, get in on the action.
Incredible.
Very cool.
All
So
right.
that is wave 116.
You have more physical samples, don't you? You have 117.
Yes, luckily the samples, first factory samples for Elite 117 came in last week. And the good news is that they're basically, all of them are pretty good to show, which is great because sometimes stuff comes in from the factory and it's a little like there's enough there that you don't want to show it off right away. These came in, they're like, wow, every single one of them is good to go right away, right in time for ringside. Maybe they knew, who knows? But we're going to start off with Seth Rollins from his gear at WrestleMania this year. Yeah, this was when he came out in that gear, it was like, well, this is going to the line pretty quickly. That's a cool new look for Seth, one of our top sellers. It includes actually the athletic tape he wore at the event. So Seth Rollins is one of those, WWE superstars that always gives us great stuff to work with, a lot of variety in his gear. Roman Reigns from the WrestleMania press conference with the distinctive, hoodie that he wore. He is going to have the logo developed for the sweatshirt as well. That's like the one thing that didn't come through in time for the meeting, but yeah, Roman Reigns is going to have these, I think it said family above all. So that'll be on the final figure. And then he also includes the very stylish watch that he wore at that press conference. So something a little different for your Roman Reigns figures. And there will likely be more, Roman Reigns variety throughout the year. Grayson Waller will be returning to the Elite line in the outfit he wore at WrestleMania. And then at WrestleMania, he did win the tag team titles. So the new version of the WWE tag team title will be available for the first time with this figure.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. A little bit before WrestleMania, there was an event in Australia called Elimination Chamber. And in the main event of that show, Rhea Ripley returned to her home country and main evented the show, defeated Nia Jax. And we thought we should really commemorate that. So Rhea Ripley from Elimination Chamber will be in this wave. And I don't know if you can see her face. The makeup matches the very intense look that she had on her face makeup that day. And here's the best part for me is the back of the singlet. I mean back of the entrance vest. It's really cool. This one came out really, really nice. I'm really happy with this one.
Incredible detail.
Yeah. And then someone who made a return to WWE earlier this year at the Royal Rumble is Naomi. So Naomi returns to the lineup as well, and she comes with this amazing soft goods coat based off the one she wore when she returned at the Royal Rumble. This is one of our most spectacular soft good pieces we've done, and that covers a lot because we've done a lot. So yeah, let me just, so this is her in her return outfit, and then let me remove it to show one of the coolest features we've had on a figure in a long time, that character's name in their hair.
Wow.
Because it was spray painted in, I don't know how they did this, but it was somehow spray painted or painted in her hair at the Royal Rumble. So we captured that detail, and the best part is it actually sort of fades as it gets down to the bottom where it spreads out a little more. Like the artists who created this, and then the application at the factory really really knocked themselves out capturing the detail here. And I saved the best, not the best one for last, but probably the most complicated for last. The one where you're like, you have kind of worry when you turn over, like, are they gonna be able to execute this, correctly? And they did. It's Axiom. So Axiom had a very complex deco scheme on his figure, and as you can see here, they nailed it. The artist nailed it. The factory nailed it. This is the first sample from the factory, and I think we had like one comment on it, which is amazing for how complex this is. And he will also come with the NXT tag title that he won with Nation Frazier. And then he will have a chase variant. So this is the chase variant, another almost equally a complex deco scheme. And again, right from the factory, like bang on perfect. So that is Elite 117.
Well, the early previews are going to keep on rolling, Tom. Bill has more physical samples, more early physical samples with Elite 118.
Yeah, 118.
Bill, can you handle this kind of marathon or what?
I've been avalanched. I'm just now digging myself out from under all the samples. We got the first injection samples of Elite 118, and I will show them to you what the figures look like in their most raw forms. So debuting in Elite 118 are Bloodline 2.0 members Tama Tonga and Tongaloa.
Okay.
Wow.
So, and they both
Bloodline's building up, baby.
Yep. So we're rushing to get to capitalize on this, main event storyline as soon as possible. So each member of the Tongan dynasty has the removable vests. So that's Tongaloa there, and Tama Tonga, and his removes from the front.
Dig that.
The leader
Bill,
of the
when you have test shots in hand, like what's the most exciting part of having like an early sample for you? Just out of curiosity.
Honestly, this is going to sound very technical, making sure that you get all the sizes correct. That's always your biggest worry when you develop new part is like, you go through every process, but like once it hits tooling, it's kind of like, that's the point of no return. Like once it's tooled, it's tooled. You can't adjust it. So when you get something in hand and everything's the proper size, that's when like,
nothing but net, as they say.
Not nothing but net, but like, it's like there's various ways that stuff can go wrong, and that's one of the bigger sort of bumps in the road. So once you clear that bump, the ride ahead isn't always smooth, but it's a lot less bumpy than if it's something's incorrect early in the process that can't be adjusted later on. Then it's like you try to avoid stuff like that. That's probably the most anxiety inducing part of my job is when you get the first shots in and the sizes are like either like too big or too small, and it's like, well,
sure. Cool.
The leader of the Bloodline will also be in this wave, Solo Sikoa. So he has the brand new the gloves with the loose actually called strap, which looks really, really nice up close. And then he also will have a soft good sports jacket to go over this, so he can remove it and then go to getting a tussle with the Bloodline original, the OTC Bloodline. So that's that's in this wave. And then also sort of to fill out Bloodline 2.0, Jacob Fatu will also be in this wave. So this wave is kind of your way to get Bloodline 2.0 out as soon as possible. Once that became a major, like, you know, almost like the top story in WWE, at least on the SmackDown brand, we knew we had to act fast to get as much of that, those new characters out as possible. So we worked really hard and really fast to get them all out. And then, you know, the last one to debut was Jacob, and we were already, you know, he's already in the lineup with the rest of them.
And I think next we had a lot of fun with this wave, especially you, Bill. There's someone Bloodline adjacent included as well.
Yeah, we sort of figured why not just go almost make this an unofficial Bloodline wave. And so we are going to have the female sort of slot in the wave will be Nia Jax and her new outfit based off her return to WWE. She has a brand new head sculpt with the very, very large amount of curly hair. And then also she recently became Queen of the Ring, so she will have an interchangeable head, which is one of my favorite head sculpts that I've gotten so far this year, just because the expression is just dead on. So there she is with her crown, and the crown is removable, so she can slip it on and off over the hair bun at the back. So yeah, this is this wave kind of had a theme, so pretty easy to guess. This wave was a lot of fun to develop.
Very cool, very cool. Nia's gonna love that. I'm sure the others will as well.
To Elite Series 119. We, of course, earlier in Ringside Fest showed you a few of these figures, so let's take a look again, along with another figure from Elite 119. So first up, we've got an all-new version of Braun Breaker. This is an 80s Scott Steiner inspired gear that he wore on WWE Raw recently. Raw or PLE, something like that.
I think this was SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. There you go. All
Whatever
right.
it was, Bron was very excited. So.
All right. We also have a brand new Dirty Dom, a whole host of new parts here, and really the biggest selling point here is the new head sculpt with mustache and Eddie Guerrero-esque mullet. Super cool looking Dirty Dom.
Very cool.
And then we had Liv Morgan on as a guest, and she got to see her brand new Elite figure from Judgment Day. And then, Bill, I'll let you take it away for the brand new reveals here.
Yes, Ethan Page. We showed this of a gray model image of this at Comic-Con. This is the version in color now to match his appearance as NXT champion. And then he will also have a chase variant, sort of based off of his debut appearances in NXT.
Exciting stuff. And Tom, more Elite figures.
Yes.
More Elite figures.
More.
Today.
Even more.
We've got two more WWE talent figures to reveal with Elite 120. So let's go to the images and check them out.
So we have Cody Rhodes in the suit, and then the WWF title that he was presented at recently at Madison Square Garden to celebrate that event. And he will have the chase in the cream-colored suit.
Nobody makes the suit look sharper than Cody.
He's a pretty sharp dresser, yes. And Lola Vice from this summer in NXT when she, I think she wore this outfit at a show in Las Vegas at the Apex. And then also have a version with the hair out. So sort of like the MMA fighter look, and then the NXT look.
Funny story, Lola wanted us to have an action feature where she does a little shimmy. We had to let her down and say that wasn't possible on Elite or basic figures, main event figures. All right, Tom, do you want to talk PLE now and see some brand new PLE figures?
I'd love to. I love PLEs, especially now that there's less of them that are longer, even more exciting. It just like PLE is some of the most exciting times for everyone watching WWE.
All right. So what's your favorite summer themed PLE? Let's hone in on that.
Man,
Bash at the Beach.
tough choice. Could it be SummerSlam?
SummerSlam, let's do
Beach.
it.
Come
Let's
on,
do it.
Bill.
Yeah. So Magic, what do you got for us? You're working on these SummerSlam figures.
So first up, we have a Roman Reigns from SummerSlam 2023 with the Sacred Ulu Fala, then an alternate head, some nice shaved sides, different look for Roman, nice refresh, keep him current. Really cool stuff with some red boots, a little bit of black on the side. Really cool stuff. And then following that, we have Shawn Michaels from SummerSlam 2002. Some really cool chaps, some really wicked paint job on this thing. Really detailed, lots and lots of deco. Really awesome. And then the cool part is when you take off this, he has nice jeans and cowboy boots sculpted underneath there and has a nice wash. The jeans just look really immaculate, really jean-like, really realistic. So it's really nice stuff, really good.
I think
Super
this is
realistic HBK.
one of the most requested HBKs, so pretty cool to check this off the list now.
Yeah. The DIJ on this face looks amazing. It looks just like a little person. It's really nice. Really cool. And following that, also from 2002 SummerSlam, Triple H, the cool sledgehammer, nice long hair, iconic Triple H look. Can't really go wrong with a guy like this. So paired up with Shawn Michaels. Really cool.
And some nice upgrades there I'm seeing. He's got the new boots with the new foot articulation, and he's got some new knee pads there as well.
Look at that.
Even after all these years, even Triple H can be upgraded. Imagine that.
Yeah.
How do you mess with perfection? Following that, we have Charlotte from 2023 SummerSlam. Really cool look, really vibrant, nice long hair, unique chest sculpt, new outfit and whole attire. Really good stuff. Updated boots, same thing, updated articulation. Really fun, really great likeness. Putting new hair on a previous older head, but really brings new life to this thing. Really fun, really detailed, and like has a cool texture of all the gem details sculpted onto the attire. So it has a really cool tactile feel in hand.
Amazing.
Awesome.
So obviously our PLE figures have Build-A-Figures, and I think this is a Build-A-Figure that we're really excited to debut to you. So Magic, what is it? Oh,
No way.
So William Regal, I believe it's from 2004. William Regal, and he has a bandage. I'll put it like this so you can see a little. And the bruise from the iconic moment. Really fun, really angry, really iconic. But then that's not all, because then you also get an updated head from a more recent, get a current iteration of William Regal. So you get a nice 2-in-1 here.
Gotta love 2-in-1 figures.
Yeah. Really fun.
so cool, so cool. Thank you, Magic, and more exciting PLE figs to come. We'll show Survivor Series really soon. Tom, what do you want to see? That's it for Elites for the most part for now. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
What do you want to see?
Fair enough. I would love to see, to take the next step up and see some Ultimate Edition figures if you have them. You have them, right? I hope.
We have the newest images of Ultimate Edition Wave 24. So
Oh yeah.
let's check them out and see how these figures turned out. So Bill, this line is your design baby. Let's talk through these figures.
Absolutely. First ever Ultimate Solo Sokoa with the outfit seen here. He comes with the hoodie with the solo down the side, I believe, the 3 brand new heads. And then he also has brand new right hands to depict the taped thumb. So when we were looking at the figure, it's Ultimate, we noticed that the thumb was much thicker with the taped version. So we got to tool that. So we went ahead and did that. And then this is the result seen here. This is a pretty great figure of the new tribal chief.
I love how unique it is to him. His body sculpt, it looks just like him.
Yeah. Bray Wyatt from the Royal Rumble 2023, I believe. which I believe unfortunately was his last match, but we were able to capture this as an ultimate figure, as it so richly deserves. So this is a fun figure where if you swap out the parts, you can do a version of him in regular stadium lighting, and then also under the black lighting that was in effect during that match.
And what's really cool about this figure is, obviously we had a little extra time to work on it. We had to put, the brakes on it for a minute there. But it gave Bill Miekina and Bill Beneke some extra time to ensure that the figure was actually blacklight reactive. So if you shine a black light on the blue version of this Bray Wyatt figure, it'll give you a really cool effect. So, can't wait to show. Maybe we'll do a separate video of that when we have the sample in hand and show you how cool that looks. But really a great way to celebrate Bray's career with a very special figure and that extra cool blacklight feature.
And Finn Balor Judgment Day version. A couple years ago, we did a Ultimate Demon version of Finn Balor, but now he's more well known as leader. Well, I don't know if he's leader of the Judgment Day, but
They're all equal. They're all equal in Judgment Day
that's
now.
true. Yeah, I might have misspoke there. As a important member of the Judgment Day, so he will come with the outfit seen here. I believe this is based off of last year's Survivor Series. So he will come with a new head sculpt along with some existing heads that work for the character, a new facial bandana to cover the lower face, and then new soft goods, the t-shirt and jacket. And then I thought this was really cool. Is that he has interchangeable arms, and one set of arms is sort of in ring with the full sleeve, but Finn has also recently gotten a lot of tattoo work on his arms, and we wanted to show that off on a figure, when he's doing maybe an interview. So we have a set of arms that are bare skin showing the new tattoo artwork.
And those abs are new too, right?
Yeah, that's a brand new torso for him. He has a very distinct torso. He's very lean and very he obviously does a lot of sit-ups, probably a lot more than I do. And so we wanted to reward that with a torso that captures very accurately what his torso looks like.
What I really like about that, Bill, is you got that really nice asymmetrical look to it. And even so much like that shelf where the articulation cut is asymmetrical following his abs. It's just a really subtle detail.
Is this one a chase version also?
Yes, there is a chase version of this one with a more black, overall black look on the gear, so he can maybe blend in with some of the Elite Judgment Day figures if you stand them together.
But the early samples train has continued to roll in for us at Mattel, and Bill has early samples of Ultimate Edition Wave 25. And this wave we were very excited to develop. Lots of cool figures and cool moments represented here throughout our fandom. So Bill, let's see these new figs.
Yeah, I'm going to start with I'm going to go a little bit out of order. I'm going to start with the final boss, because this has the final boss version of The Rock from this year's WrestleMania with the huge new People's title that was awarded to him right before on the SmackDown before the event. So this is a brand new belt sculpt. It's probably the largest belt we've ever tooled, and it goes very well with the figure. So this is based off of the outfit he wore the first night when he teamed with Roman against Cody and Seth. And again, our soft goods team at Mattel, best in the business. You got to see the intricacies of the artwork on this figure.
Wow.
And and it's all removable, so he will have full tattoo artwork. So that is a first look at the final boss. Another figure debuting in this line is Damian Priest, based off of his win last year at Money in the Bank in London, an event I was lucky enough to attend in person. So when everyone wanted this version of Damian Priest for Ultimates, I was like, yeah, that probably makes sense. So he is going to come with interchangeable heads, the new Skeletor. Whoa, there he goes. The new Skeletor inspired entrance armor he wore at the event, and the Money in the Bank briefcase he won that was very shortly after it changed to the Senior Money in the Bank. So they made sure to capture that as well. And the gear worn at the event in all its detail.
Note to WWE talent, if you want a surefire way or a surefire way as it gets to get a Mattel figure, do Masters of the Universe inspired gear and we will try to jump on it.
Yeah, it's very easy for us to get permission to use that as opposed to other licenses. Here is the first factory sample of the Great Muta with one of the 3 heads that will be available with the figure. This one is amazing in real life. The soft goods entrance gi with all the kanji on it is amazing. And he also comes with the entrance hood, removable entrance hood, which you can place on the figure for full Great Muta entrance appearance. He's got, you know, brand new right hands with the intricate taping on the fingers. And then he will also come with a chase variant. This is the chase variant with the sort of cat's eye. And he comes with the green mist accessory seen here. So that can actually fit in the mouth of the figure. So the Great Muta can blow the green mist in the face of his opponents.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And Tom, when I say wow and see these, I've seen these before, but like the figure is so good and it's so surreal that we have a Muta figure. Like it's a real reaction all over again. And I like Magic gave a good thumbnail image with his more views right there with that thumbnail image.
Magic with the shocked Home Alone hands on his face, and I totally get it though. This is like, who would have ever expected us to be sitting here, talking about Great Muta? To Bill's point, it's a pleasant surprise, I have to say.
Agreed. Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, that would have been a dream assignment when I started the line. If you could pick like 10 people you'll never get to work on figures, but would want to, like, he'd be on there. And then knowing that it's like, not only that I got to work on it, but that like the result is basically everything I would ever want it to be. That's so satisfying. Like they can like, you somehow sort of willed this into existence, and now it's available for not only for me to enjoy, but everyone else who never thought they would have, Great Muta in their lineup.
When I got the word from WWE asking if we were interested, and I texted Bill to hop on a call. I don't think we've ever hopped on a call quicker than mapping out the game plan for the time that we'll have Muta. So we're really excited. Like really, it goes all back to our day one's fandom, basically, right? Like our early years of fandom and seeing Muta and discovering him. So it's really cool to be able to finally include him in the line. But we have more Ultimates. It doesn't end with Muta. More.
Yeah, the line keeps going, right. Thankfully.
I'll take it.
Wave 26. I believe we have early deco renders of Wave 26 if we want to pull those up. And we can see what's to come after the Muta wave.
So, Bill, looks like we're going to take a look at Ultimate Edition 26 next. Can you tell me who's in there?
Yes, this is the wave after the one we just showed, and it will start off with Jey Uso returning to the Ultimate lineup, Yeet version. This is his newest persona. I think he's actually now the #1 merch seller in WWE with the Yeet t-shirts and sunglasses, so it only makes sense to return Jey to the lineup with the a Yeet version. And he will come with a soft goods entrance vest that's still being developed. Drew McIntyre will also be in this lineup. I think our first ever Ultimate Drew McIntyre, including the outfit worn at WrestleMania 40. He will have the full entrance gear along with new heads, including one that's very meme worthy, and he will have the hands to match that. He will also have a soft goods kilt not seen here to allow for full posability on turnbuckles. Wearing the full armor. It climbs the turnbuckles and does the.
I love the head sculpt, the meme-worthy head sculpt, a face of Drew McIntyre that has no idea what's coming to him at the end of that WrestleMania match. So,
Jimmy Uso, this is based off of his appearance at the Royal Rumble when Jimmy and Jay started the Rumble, and they went head-to-head, brother to brother, for the first time. And so you were able to recreate the clash of the Usos from earlier in this year, and then maybe the reunification of the Usos based off of recent developments in on TV. So it's nice to have both Usos represented in the Ultimate line together. And this version will also, not pictured here, it will also have the No Yeet t-shirt as well.
All right, so, we've got all these great new Ultimate Edition figures, but, what do we need to go along with them? A new modern Ultimate Edition ring. So we're going to check out brand new figures, a final product of the Ultimate Edition Raw ring that comes with an exclusive Rhea Ripley action figure. Now let's check out those images. And these were shot by our very good friend of Ringside Collectibles, friend of Mattel, Figure Kingdom on Instagram, Figure Kingdom on Twitter and TikTok. So very cool shots of our brand new Ultimate Edition ring here.
Whoa! All right,
Check it
Figure
out.
Kingdom coming through with some great action shots here. But this is the Raw ring, right? Like this is essentially like what the final products will be and what people will get when they pick this one up.
This is final product. We literally got our very few final product samples in, and I shipped one out that very same day to Figure Kingdom to shoot for Ringside Fest so we can show you the latest and greatest here at this event. So this ring itself comes with 2 soft goods ring aprons, 2 plastic ring aprons to recreate the LED style modern aprons, and then those post covers as well with the raw graphics that are inserted inside of it. And then of course the Rhea Ripley Ultimate Edition action figure just looks so sick. And she includes the women's World's Heavyweight Championship, and that's first time in the line championship, right, Bill?
Yes, that's the first time it will be included with the Ultimate Rhea Ripley figure here.
And then, of course, for you Mint and Box collectors of our Ultimate Edition figures, Rhea does include that same style box that we've seen before from Eric Bischoff with the Nitro ring and Kane with the Attitude Era Raw ring. So really cool to see this come together. Some great packaging, posing, and figure photography there by George Martinez, our packaging design manager. Super sick.
Great
Thank you.
packaging altogether. Like I love the how it reflects very clearly like the current Raw style, right? I think that he just kind of blew it out of the water with this. Like I would say you don't really worry so much about packaging on a ring, but in this case, it looks really sharp. Of course, the figure on the inside, the great photos of the Rhea figure there looks really sharp. Great for display, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like this ring in particular, when you're going to toy conventions 10 years from now and you see this in a booth, it is going to totally catch your eye and take you back in that mental time machine to, the awesome period of time we're in now as wrestling fans. So super cool work to all involved. And thank you again to Figure Kingdom for the great work at these debut images. Ultimates, one more. We got one more for you. So
Another one.
So we've got a pre-order going on right now for the Ultimate Edition Money in the Bank CM Punk figure. So hot off the presses, brand new e-com studio shots of this super cool new figure. So let's check out those reveal images.
Yeah, this is the night that CM Punk won the WWE title. Very memorable event. I remember watching it live as it happened, and now it is being reproduced as an Ultimate figure with 3 heads, including one based off of the very famous photo of him blowing the kiss goodbye. And there it is recreated. You can literally recreate that exact pose with the figure, which is kind of amazing. And there you go.
And you can pick up your Ringside Collectibles barricades to have him sit on the barricade to recreate that pose properly.
You can do that. Amazing. I can't believe how this one turned out. Obviously it's kind of been a little bit of a slow start with the injury, but since I would say it's kind of been this like year of CM Punk at WWE in a lot of ways. So this is without a doubt one of his most famous and iconic moments, other than the pipe bomb that we already had in defining moments. So, Money in the Bank Ultimate Edition, it doesn't get any better than that type of figure, and we're really excited to have it. We're really excited that we had this kind of special perfect storm opportunity to make this available for everyone, and So thank you guys for working so hard to get this out so quickly for us in such a way. You know, I know there's a lot of CM Punk energy going around, but the other exciting thing about this is I believe the packaging is reflective of his gear, right? So this is going to be a little bit of a special edition in terms of the Ultimate Edition packaging.
Really incredible looking. We kind of toyed around with the idea, and then when George, just put a little bit of work in and showed us a visual of it, we were like, that's it. We have to do it. Really makes this figure pop and just elevates how special it really is. So super cool here. And just of note, this ringside bug will be moved over to the knee pads area, so you have a full line of sight on that championship title for final product. So very cool to show this off for the first time. Hope everybody digs the baby blue treatment here.
Definitely dig it, and of course, sorry, go ahead.
I expect everyone in Chicago to buy this figure.
Build it. You as the main Chicago figurehead here, you're gonna have to influence that a little bit, I would say.
I gave it full approval.
Excellent. And of course, as you said, special shout out to George Martinez, not just here, but the Ultimate Edition ring packaging, the rear ring. Just I'm blown away every time we see something new here. So he's doing a great job on that, and George is second to none, no doubt about that.
All right. Keeping on the topic of ringside exclusives, and kind of debut looks at final product, let's check out the retro tag team Bloodline set with more exclusive first images from our good friend Figure Kingdom. So checking out the sick packaging, I think this is the first time we're seeing this packaging in general. Very Bloodline themed with the graphics and the red color there. And then, the figures themselves, the individual tag team packs, Solo and Roman together, and the Usos together. And that red is just really super sick. I know we've, dabbled in red before, but this just really seems to pop even more so than our previous red package retro figures.
Love it. We're this is a great exclusive for us to have. Retros. We've had the NWO set at this point, the DX set before this. Retros are alive and well. To see the Bloodline being made, kind of more modern style characters here as retro figures, excellent. And we're really excited to have this, and excited for everyone to get their hands on it. That's a retro collector, right? Like, continue building the line.
Yeah, and Bill did a lot of special things with these figures, including soft goods and new parts. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the figures themselves, Bill?
Yeah, I have them in hand. One of my favorite features is obviously both Jimmy and Jay are the jumper figures, but we were able to do not only brand new heads, but also brand new pointing arms, so they can do the We the Ones pose, which is really cool when you see them together like that. And then obviously, I think these are our first retros with removable soft goods shirts. So I'll remove the shirt from Jay here, and you can see he also has full tattoo artwork. This was before he got the full look on the back. But yeah, the amount of just intricate tattoo work that's on, you don't usually see it on retros, but you're seeing it on these here. So that's real satisfying to see, and see on a final product. And also the Roman Reigns. I know this is a lot of he came out very early when retros were launched, and he really hasn't been in the lineup since. And I know that the original one goes for, I think, a lot of money on the secondary market. We know there's a lot of people that want a Roman Reigns retro. So to get an updated Roman Reigns retro in the lineup with the new bare torso, now that he wrestles, bare chested, it's another fun little way to get Roman back in the line, and with a new look, and obviously a very important look.
A lot of money on the secondary market. Not anymore, baby. Ringside Collectibles to the rescue.
Stop it.
Get on out there. Grab your all-new Roman Reigns exclusive in the 4-pack. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, buy it, but I think your value on that original Roman should stay high, since this is a different execution.
this is Ringside Fest, of course. How much deeper can we dive into Ringside Collectibles Exclusives after we've just seen? Is it possible?
Got more. We've got so much more. Let's start with From the Vault Wave 4. So this wave has been up for pre-order for a bit, but now we'll show you the images for the first time so you can see exactly what you're getting. For Cody Rhodes, it's the return of the fan favorite Bruised Cody figure. We did a few slight tweaks and upgrades for this figure now. He comes with the entrance coat, so you can now have that reveal moment of Cody pulling off the entrance jacket and revealing that bruise to the shock and horror of all the fans in attendance for the first time. So a nice little way to freshen up this Cody. Of course, he'll be in the From the Vault packaging. So your original defining moments, Cody remains very unique.
Love, with that said, how he looks in the vault packaging, kind of, as you said, revealing the bruise with the jacket coming down. Very cool.
Yeah, pretty sick upgrade on Cody here. Next up, we have another kind of revised, tweaked version, Ultimate Warrior from WrestleMania 6. Really one of our most popular figures. This has seen the light of day as a release multiple times. But now you have Post-Match Warrior, an accurate post-match Warrior where the face paints and the chest paint have rubbed off from the brutal match that he just had with the Hulkster. And he raises both titles victoriously above his head in victory. Super cool to freshen up this Warrior, something very unique and different. And then also includes that bonus head with the full face paint on it. So you can recreate multiple moments from the match in that time period of Ultimate Warrior. And the pack out is super sick, holding both titles up. Really happy with how this one turned out. So this should complement your existing WrestleMania 6 Warriors very nicely.
Excellent.
All right. So next up we have a return of a classic Bray Wyatt figure of ours. So of course we can resume with making Bray Wyatt figures as you saw earlier. So we're going to revisit one of Bill's earlier masterpieces with this Bray figure. He also comes, of course, with the classic rocking chair. So really nice for people to get another shot at collecting this Bray Wyatt figure and celebrating his incredible career.
My personal favorite Bray Wyatt career stage is Bayou Swampland Bray Wyatt. So I'm all about that. Love the Wyatt family, man.
Oh yeah, and great job to our ecom team for doing some great posing there with those photos. And then lastly in this wave 4, we have a revisit to the classic purple Razor Ramon figure. Now, I think purple is probably synonymous in everyone's minds with Razor's gear when they think of him. So giving fans another shot at getting, an iconic look for Razor Ramon. All right, and more from the vault coming right around the bend. Wave 5, hot on the heels of Wave 4. And Magic here, he's taken over the reins of designing from the vault.
So first up, we have updated Hornswoggle. So this is a DX Hornswoggle, highly sought after figure. We've done some nice improvements to it. It changed it up a little bit from the original one to add some more value, but also maintain the previous one's value. So it's an updated head sculpt with DIJ printing on it. So it's really going to look really next level. And then we added some DX glow sticks, and it's also going to come with the original soft good DX Hornswoggle shirt and ladder, as well as the helmet. So all around really cool figure.
Swoggle Mania running wild.
This is the Boogeyman, also updating an original with the newer head sculpt and face paint and different configuration of the elements from his different past releases. So it's refreshing a past release while keeping it new, but staying true to the original vision. So it's really nice. He has the cool worms in the mouth accessory, the clock, the staff. Really spooky, really fun. Then we have a debut John Cena with an alternate head with the blonde hair. So you get a nice 2-in-1 look here. Can't get enough John Cena. He's the man. Bringing back
perfect timing for it.
Yeah.
To think we're going all the way from there up to now the current retirement. Going to be incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Good way to celebrate his entire career here. Next, we have the John Cone. I believe this is the first time we were able to purchase it outright before he was a Build-A-Figure. So this is kind of nice just to be able to have a referee can purchase him. And what we've done here is we added all the different numbers to his hand, so you can do a full 10 count. So you can do a 1, 2, 3. You can do the all the way, anything you need to do with the hands, you got it here with the referee.
Excellent.
And then followed
Look
up
at this.
really cool SmackDown referee with the cool blue SmackDown logo. Really awesome. We're really excited about this chase. Really unique.
Love it. Chase variant, John Cone. This is thrilling. This is just shows like the value of the From the Vault series and what you can really get out of it. It's like, yeah, you may have some of these already, but the upgrades and the detail that's just put into these kind of newer but older versions, it's really exciting and it's hard to miss.
And the best part, John Cone can add another referee figure to his collection, his referee collection.
I'm sure he'll be very happy about that.
All right, what else you got for us, Magic?
I believe we got Vault Wave 5 or 6. So we have Cactus Jack. You can't go wrong with Cactus Jack. He's the man. This was be update from a previous release, but also kind of celebrating his Hell in a Cell versus Triple H. So we've added some barbed wire. We've added the lumber, the stop sign, the handcuff swap from the previous one. He's also going to come with the softcut flannel, oversized flannel, and then the inner sleeveless shirt. It's hard to see the barbed wire in this photo. I'm not sure if that's going to be improved, but it's there. So you can do what you can do is take the lumber and wrap the barbed wire around it, and then you got his iconic weapon there. What was it called, Steve?
Barbie.
There you go.
And this, of course, was a Ringside Collectibles exclusive, Cactus Jack. So,
And Magic, you just saw the soft goods a week or so ago, and they're looking really sick. The detail that you put into it is very, very match specific.
Yeah, absolutely. So we made sure we had like the holes in her shirt and like the big wide back openings. So it's really unique and like really specific, exactly like you said. And then that's gonna some frayed edges look really cool. And then next we have an unreleased Rob Van Dam available for the first time, I believe.
Oh,
It's really just incredible attire. This is some really good stuff here with the updated head with the nice DIJ. I think this figure is going to be really next level and blow everyone out the water how detailed that attire looks and how vibrant and beautiful it is.
Amazing deco on this, and obviously really exciting that we're able to get a version of RVD that hasn't been released previously. So another just kind of shocking surprise from the Vault series. It's like you can even end up with something that maybe had been spotted previously, but now makes its way into our exclusive line. Love it.
Just for you guys. And next we have a revamp of the Scott Hall, also ringside exclusive in the past. New DIJ head and new expression. So it's good way to like I was saying before, keep the value of the old one, but update it and make something new that celebrates the old, but then refreshes it in a way that's like way, I think, even more desirable now because it's going to have all of the new pinless joints and all the new technology that Mattel's worked so hard to bring into their figures lately. So it's gonna be really good.
Classic. And also the exciting thing about this one, for those of us that used to play WCW versus NWO Revenge, this is absolutely a must for an attire for Scott Hall. So,
absolutely. And following the same path there, updating a classic, bringing it back with new articulation, new DIJ, just really refreshing something and making it even that much better while still maintaining the old value. Kevin Nash. Really cool DIJ look, really cool, iconic red and black. The NWO spray paint belt. Really can't go wrong with these.
another Ringside Collectibles exclusive, and this wave just also like blows me away. It's so exciting to see what's coming in the Vault wave, and I'll say I get a little bit of jealousy sometimes looking at some of the other waves that are exclusive to other stores, but then I see ours and I'm like, holy cow, it doesn't get any better than this. And to know that, that they only come at wrestlingfigures.com, it thrills me, I have to say.
There's no lack of love coming your way, Tom.
For sure, definitely not. You guys take care of us just the same as you do anybody else. So, if not more so.
Don't tell anybody that.
Lips are sealed.
All right, so it's Ringside Fest. We don't want to just, talk about what's coming in the immediate future. We want to show you as far out as we possibly can. So Magic has, done some early prelim work to just be very forward looking for you guys and show you very, very early work on the next Defining Moments figures, a Ringside exclusive
Yes.
line. So Magic, what kind of surprises do you have for us?
Hoping some good ones, some great stuff, I think. Let's see them. Okay, so first up, it's Judgment Day, Kurt Angle, hair versus hair match. Very iconic moment when Edge shaved his head and basically made him cry. So what we did was really try to get very specific and to capture that exact moment where Kurt Angle's heart breaks and his hair is gone. And it's messy. He has shaving cream all over his head. He has hair strands still sticking out. So it's a very specific head sculpt to that match. So he has it comes with the dollop of shaving cream you can see on top of his head, as well as the alternate head where he first did have his hair from the beginning of the match. And then what we've also included is the headgear from later down the road when he started wearing the wig to cover up his hair. So it's really fun figure that tells like a kind of a wide story from the beginning of the match to the post match to even after later down the road. Really cool stuff. I'm really excited about this one. This is probably one of my first figures I worked on, so really
So
happy with
this
it.
is something that Bill had been trying to get across the finish line for a long time. So great to see the vision come to fruition finally. Great new parts here with the new head sculpt, the dollop, the wig, and Magic. There's another newly tooled part coming to this figure, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So he's a brand new Kurt Angle specific torso. That one is very specific to Kurt Angle, has his pectoral muscles, everything how he looked is represented here. So very unique. This is a really cool offering, I think.
Amazing work on this so far. Personally, like Kurt Angle is like on my wrestling Mount Rushmore, if not in my mind, like the greatest of all time, not just for his wrestling, but for this guy's expressions and the stories that he manages to tell. It's just like there's nobody like Kurt Angle, and he's aged amazingly well, not just in real life, but as a character. Like if you go back and watch this match and just like if you really like kind of dive into it and see this the start to finish of Kurt Angle beginning this story to ending there's nobody like him. Nobody is as good as Kurt Angle, in my opinion. And so to have him in defining moments at Ringside Collectibles, this rules. This rules. I can't believe it's taken us this long to get this version of Kurt, but the fact that it's coming, it just absolutely rules. I can't wait for this.
And
Whoa! What?
next we got Paul Heyman from 2005 One Night Stand ECW. So he's also going to come with the soft good hooded trench coat that you see in the photo. What we've done is create a new torso, so we have a nice kind of slimmer look, a very younger Paul Heyman, and a brand new head sculpt that's like super devilish and like a little bit evil, but a little bit like I don't describe it. Very Paul Heyman, and he comes with the lanyard with the ECW logo on it, some headphones. Again, just really happy with this one because from the night he's pointing out all the WWE wrestlers in the crowd and really laying into them. So wanted to highlight that and give him some good stuff here with the finger points and everything.
The thick of the beginning of the Heyman hustle is right here, and I just like I'm absolutely here for it. I can't wait for this one to come out. So cool that it'll have the trench coat. Like Heyman also is that Paul Heyman is like, if he's not the best manager of all time, like what is he? And he's just we're so used to him now with kind of with no ponytail, and he doesn't wear the hat like this, and it's almost like two different people. It's the same person, but it's so wild to think that we're finally going to get a version with this hat, and really like that's ECW Paul right there, and perfect for a defining moment in my opinion. So I love it. Magic, excellent work, man. I just gotta, I can't. Defining moments is so exciting of a set for us to carry, and to see the effort and the quality that's going into this. I hope it goes on forever. There's always going to be like defining moments to tell about WWE superstars, legends, whatever it may be, and we're thrilled to have them. So thanks for all the effort and all the work you put into it, and thanks for giving us a look at it.
Welcome, Tom.
Attaboy. Hey, of course.
I want to give some cred to Magic. He is invested in this defining moments line. We have had many conversations on future possibilities and future figures, and some that won't make the cut and some that will. So get excited about what Magic is working on here. It's going to be good.
I'm here for it, buddy. Very thrilling. All right, guys. I think Ringside Fest 2024. Really exciting. We've seen so many things today. If we record any longer, we're only going to be a couple hours away from Thanksgiving. So I think it's time to wrap it up. But with that in mind, I want to say thank you to Braun Breaker. I want to say thank you to Liv Morgan. So much energy from the two of them. Great to reveal some new Mattel WWE figures to them. And of course, I want to thank my boys, the Mattel WWE team. We've got Bill Miekina. Thank you so much. Magic Almost, thank you so much. And Steve Ozer, thank you as well. You guys absolutely rock. It's great to be able to carry on this tradition with you. It's just year after year. It never ceases to amaze me what you bring into the fold, and it just absolutely blew me away. So, and it always happens. So, guys, thanks so much for coming and talking to us about these figures and showing off the fruits of your labor and all the good stuff. And I'm looking forward to 2025. I have to say, it's shaping up to be an incredible year of wrestling action figures. So thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for having us, and we're all looking forward to sharing even more in 2025. It's going to be an incredible year. Our team collectively, we're blessed. We have a great team and working on some great stuff, and hopefully a lot of action figure wishes come true over the course of the next year.
Looking forward to it, fellas. Thank you as always. Ringside Fest 2024. Here we are. You're right in the thick of it. Head on over to our social channels, whether it's Instagram, X, Facebook, wherever it is, whatever your preference is for taking in social media. There's going to be some images online too that you can take a look at too. So enjoy this video. Hope you guys liked it. And everyone, thank you so much again for coming. Ringside Fest 2024 at Ringside C. Hit us up and let's keep talking about wrestling figures.